Hey, Assalamualaikum! You're back on the Sumi show, and today I actually want to talk about something that I experienced and every other young person experienced, which is YOLO! You only live once! Oh my god, do you know how exciting it is to be young and want to experience everything? Yes, I actually had a life like that where I actually want to experience everything, and it's a very exciting life. However, when I became a Muslim, I had a completely shift in mind, which was instead of, oh my god, I have to experience everything, I don't care if it's halal or haram, you know, it became to, oh my god, I only live once, and how can I make the most of trying to get Jannah? So it's one thing to actually think about the hadith where the Prophet said there was a man who said to Allah, can I come back? Can I go back to that life before? Just give me one more day so that I can show you that I am actually a servant of yours. I have shukr, right? Because for us as Muslims, the Day of Judgment is very real. It's not a philosophy, it's not a concept. It is what it is. It will happen, and every one of us, me, you, whoever, will be accountable for all the things that we do. So that's what YOLO is in Islam. We do have that concept, you only live once. Instead of doing all the that we do when we were young, and experience all the things, we have to think about how to make the most of this life. So what did our Prophet actually say? So he said there are 5 things that we should take care of, which is our youth, our health, our wealth, our free time, and life itself. So I don't know if you actually have friends who actually don't have health. So I'm going to talk about health a little bit, because health is something that we feel it's a given. We feel like we are entitled to be healthy, right? No, news freaking flash. We're not actually entitled to anything, all right? As a Muslim, we believe that anything that's given to us is rizki. Not everybody has it. We like to assume that everybody is healthy, but that's not true. And especially when you get to old age, all right? So I don't know, like, women have this thing about not being able to reveal themselves. So I'm actually 37 years old, and I can feel gravity. It's physics, it's real. Gravity takes place. Lots of things actually happen as you age, and if we actually don't take care of our health, these are things that will affect us. This will affect us as we age. So you're gonna say, yeah, whatever lah, we're gonna die anyway, who freaking cares about health? So I'm gonna start with health, because I think that's really apparent to what I'm doing. The thing is, we think that health is a God-given right for us. We feel like health, I'm entitled to be healthy. You know, I'm entitled to have this. But if we were to actually look around us, health is not something that everybody is given. If you are actually a healthy person, this is a risk. This is not actually something that is normal. We think that whatever good that we have is normal. Alah, semua orang healthy, whatever, you know, I'll be fine. That's not true. Especially when you start to age. But all these things actually will take a toll on us as we age. So you're gonna say to me like, hey, whatever, you know, like I'm gonna die anyway, so I might as well just, you know, make my way towards whatever and then die. The thing is, as we age, we can decide whether we want to have quality of life or not. This is the thing, if we were to take care of our health now, we would actually have a better quality of life as we age. So I'm going to reveal to you how old I am. I'm actually 37 years old. I would have to say that gravity is a real thing. Physics is a real thing. And you will feel all that gravity will take place as you start to age. Our body will not function as how it used to function when we were younger. We used to have more energy. And the thing about health is, honestly speaking, it really is a thing that we do to ourselves. Basically, we think that it's only because as we age, we start to lose our youth. That's why our health is not as how it should be, but that's not true. A lot of the choices that we make are actually lifestyle choices. What we decide to put in our mouth is a very personal thing. Like, it's personal responsibility. Nobody's forcing you to put a gun on your head and say, oh my god, you have to do this. Everything that we do consistently, like eating, this is our own choice. So it's either we want to take responsibility about it or we don't. So that's about health. And there's another thing that I want to talk about, which I think everybody loves, which is wealth. So I'm going to talk about wealth because I feel like I'm a businesswoman, and it's very surprising what I have discovered about wealth. I used to think that wealth actually runs itself logically. This is not the case. And the truth is because Allah SWT owns wealth. So, for example, A lot of things that we see, what we do, is something that we cannot see through our eyes. Us as human beings, we think that wealth works in a very logical way. I work well, my boss will give me an income, and then I will get a bonus if we're lucky. We think that wealth works like that. But there are other things that we cannot see. For example, who is opening that door, that heart, for us to get that job? And from one job, we move to another. Who is actually paving that way? So there's so many things that we cannot see that is happening around us subconsciously. We think that we can see how wealth is moving, but actually it's very, very hard to quantify wealth. So I would say, when we are actually looking at wealth, for example, if you are interested in earning a lot, we have to try to align ourselves with what is our contribution towards society. If we can find our purpose in life and how with that purpose we can contribute to the society at large, then maybe we can live life bigger. Maybe we can be part of something bigger, and Allah will open that door of risk for us. It's not for us actually to decide when we are ready to be rich. Let Allah decide that for us, and let us busy ourselves with doing the work that we have to do. Let's show Allah that we are actually grateful for whatever that He gives us. So, just in case that Allah wants to give us more, we are actually able to handle it. So this is actually the way to earn wealth, because as we all know, actually I also did not know this. So who do you actually know who is the richest man alive? To my best knowledge, he's even more richer than Bill Gates or Amazon's CEO or whatever. So there is a man called Abdurrahman bin Auf. He was the Sahabat of the Prophet, and one of the reasons how he was actually a wealthy man. But the thing is, back in the time of the Prophet, so you know how they used to get wealthy? They went to war. And when they go to war, whatever, the harta that they get from the war, so orang dulu, when they go to war, if they win the war, whatever that's there, they get to collect it. So when they went to war, they started to win wars. First, they lost wars, and then they won, they lost. There were some wars that they lost, like Uhud. But when they started to win wars, they started to get a lot of harta. They started to get a lot of wealth. And all the wealth, Allah opened those doors for them. Can you imagine these people when they actually won, the war with Romans? Because Romans used to be super rich, right? So there was a time in the Muslim Ummah that they were so wealthy. And this is what happened to the Sahabat. But do you know what they did with their wealth? So Abdurrahman bin Auf, there was a well, and he bought this well from a Jewish guy. And this Jewish guy used to charge people for drinking this well. So when he bought that well, he let people drink it for free because he's already rich. He's like, okay, I'm going to let people drink for free. And what happened was, the other person who was selling water went out of business. Yeah, because you can get the water for free, right? Why would as a customer, you pay a guy who's selling water when Abdurrahman bin Auf is giving it to you for free? So what happened was, as this Jewish guy was losing, business, so he started to sell Abdurrahman bin Auf his other well. So Abdurrahman bin Auf started to earn more wells, that he can buy cheaply. And on top of that, so Abdurrahman, when he passed away, he did a wakaf. He gave all his wealth to Muslims. And until today, his wealth is still growing. Have you heard of people who are rich? Because money does, the thing about wealth is it comes and it goes, and it comes and it goes, and it's part of life. But we're talking about when we earn wealth and it stays and it keeps on growing and it grows and it grows and it grows. And because of that growth, we still get the reward when we pass away. So that's Abdurrahman bin Auf. Ultimately, if we are searching for wealth, then I would like to share with you that maybe when it comes to wealth, what we should be asking ourselves is, what is our contribution towards society? And if we can unlock that within us, what is our contribution towards society, then maybe Allah will think we are ready to manage bigger things that we did not even anticipate. So that's about wealth. So let's talk about free time, because I feel like this is something that our Prophet asked us to be careful about anyway. If we have free time, there's only two things. We can differentiate that. Everything that we do, it's either A, is bringing us closer to Jannah, or B, is bringing us closer to Jahannam. There's only two actually. I'm not saying that thing is exactly black and white, because this world does not run between black and white. A lot of things that we do are actually a lot of it in the grey area, and we have to think on our own, where is this going to bring us? But maybe if we think about that, does it bring us closer towards Jannah or Jahannam, we can make a clear distinction whether it's good for us or not. So when it comes to free time, let's just say for me, I'm not saying macam, you know, if we watch TV a lot, like a lot of those drama where I akan berkabung. There was a time I actually don't know what time it was. I just go to the toilet, I eat, I poop, then I pray, then I'm back watching. Oh my god, I can actually stretch. Can you guys do that? I can actually not sleep just because I want to know what's going to happen next. Freaking hate it when they end. They're like, what's going to happen next? Dah lah, when it comes to like, you know, digital, I can like just go on. Faham tak? It's not a TV that's happening. I can like go on. So if we actually have that, we know that we have that time, that means we actually have a lot of free time. And I feel like when we actually realize this, if we know that something is not actually moving us towards Jannah, then we can actually be a bit more vigilant about what we're doing. So for example, what I did was, because I was addicted, oh my god guys, I was freaking addicted to it, to all the dramas. I'm so in love, especially when there's cute guys and girls look so good and everybody is like, I want to watch it, I need to know what's gonna happen, this body. Anyway, so what happened was I decided, okay lah, I need to put a stop to this. I know how it feels like, because I was also, you know, really doing stuff that I felt is not necessary. Instead of stopping it straight away, you can actually try to do something about it during Ramadan. You know, Ramadan is actually an incubator where we can actually use it to stop things that we actually don't like or put in good things that we actually like. So in that 30 days, if you're like me who wants to develop good habits or you want to get rid of bad habits, you can actually have that Ramadan punya time where you say, okay, I'm going to try and let something go. I'm going to try and give up something. You'll be surprised that actually Ramadan is quite easy to let things go. Things that we feel like, oh, this is so much part of me. It's actually possible in Ramadan. And during that 30 days, if we can actually let go, I feel like it's much easier than for the rest of the year for us to actually let go of things. Because I would say, I'm actually not addicted to drama anymore. Yay! I'm no longer addicted. Like, I can watch, but I can choose to switch it off as well. That's how bad I was. I was like, no, I must know. I must. So alhamdulillah, that really helped me. So that's about free time. So I hope you will actually use my example to find what is it something that you do that is in your free time that maybe it's not really necessary in life lah. Okay, so I'm going to go to the other topic, which is youth. Okay, so I personally believe that youth it depends on the kind of person, but I actually enjoy my youth. Now when I talk about youth, people can have different meaning what youth is. So I'm talking about like when we're probably like 18 to 25, maybe 18 to like 30, I would say that's probably when I'm at youth. You know lah, when like you just finish school and like it's legal to do stuff. Yeah, that's what I call youth. Because when you're still with your parents, you're like, oh, you cannot, you know, like when you're not balik lambat, your parents are going to be saying. But I'm talking about youth when you actually are a legal entity and you actually know that you can do stuff that adults do. I'm talking about that. So that is youth to me, and that's when you want to try experience everything. Youth is a wonderful time, so long as you know that it's okay for you to want to discover who you are. So I believe that during our youth, it's time to work. It's not actually time to think about pressure. Oh, by this time I should achieve this, by this time I should achieve this, by this time. No. It's a good time to discover who you are. And how we can discover who we are is actually by working out. Nothing actually comes easy. We actually have to give ourselves the time and discipline to say, okay, so I think I like this. What if I want to try and explore this a little bit more? Give ourselves time, and it's okay to make mistakes. Ya Allah, youth is a wonderful time to be making mistakes, to explore and to learn and not be hard on yourself. If you fail, that's okay. Know that people who actually have achieved so much have failed on so many levels. Even our Prophet ﷺ, he himself has lost and gained battles. So just because you try something and it didn't work out, don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Try again. Give yourself time. Try again and try. And along those time in your youth, as you're trying to find something, you know, working your off and everything, maybe maybe you find something that you really enjoy. And from that enjoyment, you find a way how you can contribute that to the society at large. So it brings you a lot of pleasure to do your work and contentment knowing that you are actually making the world a better place. So if you are in your youth, you're in that age, 18, just know that it's not time to put pressure on yourself. It's time to learn. It's time to just explore and just learn and be happy with the fact that you are a youth. Yeah? Okay, so I'm going to talk about the last topic, which is life. So I feel personally this is what really shifts our mentality when it comes to us being a Muslim. I feel like before, when I wasn't a Muslim, I used to feel like life is just about experiencing wonderful things. As a Muslim, this is what's really nice, is that Allah didn't ask us to like lead a life of a saint. You know, it's not that we cannot enjoy this life. Allah is trying to find that balance. And I feel like when we actually do pave our way towards Jannah, if we are looking towards Jannah, we can actually be successful in this life and the next. There is no way in Islam that teaches us this life is supposed to suck. That's not true. We are made to be patient, but we are also made as Muslims to be proactive. Find what it is that you like. Find what drives you. You know, find how it is that we, you, me, whoever can contribute to society and enjoy this life. But that enjoyment also has a qibla, also has a purpose, and that is, I'm trying to get my to Jannah. That's it, actually. You know, if whatever I'm spending my life here is not making my way towards Jannah, it's not bringing me closer to that, might be it's not worth it. And trust me when I say that whatever you decide to do to please Allah, don't let anybody ever put it in your head that you're supposed to have a hard life. This is not true. Our Prophet did enjoy life as well. He did enjoy the finer things in life as well, as long as it's pleasing to Allah. He had wives. He was not a priest. So there were things that he enjoyed just like any other normal guy. Our deen did not teach us to suffer in this life. That's not true. Our deen teaches us to be at peace with ourselves. And with at peace, that does come with enjoyment. So I feel like if we are going to spend the rest of our life thinking about our purpose in life and how we can get closer to Allah, I feel inshallah we are not going to be among the losers that will actually ask Allah, please send me back. Please send me back to this earth so that I will have one more day just to show you what a grateful servant I will be. So that's it from me for this series. I hope you really enjoyed it because I enjoy giving myself the reminder and reminding myself what an idiot I was before. But alhamdulillah, with Islam, I feel like we can slowly try to improve ourselves. We are not perfect human beings. We were never made to be perfect. Prophet Adam taught us that, you know, it's okay to make mistakes as long as we repent and say I'm sorry. And it's the gate for, you know, improving ourselves and saying sorry to Allah is always open. Always open, no matter how far we think we are. So that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to like. If you like my content, please click, like. Subscribe to this amazing channel. I don't know if I'm saying this because they're my boss, but I really enjoy my work. So I need you guys to subscribe to this channel so that I have a chance of speaking more. And if you would like to comment, I would love to hear what you have to say, what you have to share. That's it from me. And this is the Sumi Show. And looking forward to party with you in Jannah, baby.